Yeah. How you holding up?
All right.
You left right away.
You doing all right? You gonna make it?
Oh yeah, 10 hours today.
10 hours. So how you keeping cool?
I get this.
Oh, you got one of those camelbacks. Is that a camelback thing?
What's that?
Oh, you got a mister. That's an interesting mister. I got one too, but you got a...
Yeah, it's a pump you got up inside here. But I went to, found it at Big 5.
Wow. So
but this is the last of the big ones. The other ones are about half the size.
Really? So you pump it and then you can just...
Yeah, so you put it up, throw ice in it.
So you don't have to, yeah, that's great. Yeah. See, I'm using one of those little or hardware store type, you know.
They wanted 30 for it, but it was on sale for 19.
My wallet's soaked. I mean, I've just been keeping myself wet as much as possible.
Yeah. Then I brought my ice chips.
Yeah, I got my ice
tea.
I've been drinking a ton of water. See, they actually did very well.
I'm surprised.
They did very well. I really have to hand it to them.
I do too.
They really,
I wasn't expecting it.
Yeah, they really did well taking care of it. Look at that ice in there. That's just great, man.
They came and refilled it too.
I know.
Good.
That's right. You see, we want to congratulate the management for this stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, they're going to hear about it because they watch everything I do, of course. What do you think? How are you holding up?
Huh?
How are you holding up? You're being filmed.
Well, I'm not
tell us how you're doing. Hmm?
Do I go on the internet with this?
Oh, absolutely. It looks great.
Film him is a lot more interesting.
No.
Are you holding up? You've been driving air conditioning all day, obviously, because he's all.
No.
You have not been driving.
1,700 bucks, and I'm very upset right now.
Well, you're laughing. You can't be that upset. Okay, 9 o'clock. Shift's over. Can't believe we have to do it again. The next few days are going to be exactly the same. People say that TRIMET bus drivers have it too easy. Well, come on out here and ride around with us for a shift in 106 degrees without an air-conditioned bus and tell us that, okay? Because you'll see how it really is here. You know, the only thoughts I have for today is that, oh, by the way, Stewart, the spotter, couldn't breathe, so he had to go home. You know how many people actually got it. I guess I'm having trouble talking too. The air is really bad quality right now. I think that the biggest thing I notice is the response by the management to have the ice and the water and the fruit. And they had Greg Larson stationed down there, which is an excellent idea. So he's right there. Management personnel's right there to see what's going on and respond to stuff. That's a great idea. I'm glad to see that. They didn't do that during that winter storm. I think that was one of the big mistakes, but they seem to have learned from their mistakes. The biggest, well, I'm still a little pissed about that road supervisor incident, because that road supervisor went out of their way. They weren't even in the room. They weren't part of this conversation, but they took upon themselves to come into the room from doing something else to tell me to shut it off, and I'm still perturbed over the way that was handled. That was low class. Very poorly handled by our road supervisory staff to bark orders, not even having the respect to have me step outside and talk to them. I mean, very low class. I'm very disappointed. Reminds me of 12 years ago when you used to fear the road supervisors because they were ruthless. They were tyrants, petty tyrants. You know, there's a lot of petty tyrants. You know, they think they're important, and you know, what are we supposed to do? Listen to that garbage. So hopefully they'll improve their training about how supervisory personnel should address operators. You know, you have something to say to an operator, you pull the operator aside, whether it's in front of passengers or other operators. Don't do it in front of everybody. You know, it shows how low class you are. You know, you forget basic supervisory technique. So I'm a little perturbed about that, but I'll live. I got over it. You know, I did all right. You know, we're providing good service. I was on time the whole shift. People got where they needed to go. Everybody's hot as hell, but TRIMET seems to be functioning. I know the train slowed down, but they didn't break down. They slowed down. Everything seems to be moving, and congratulations. Let's hope they can keep it up. One last reading on the temperature gauge. One last reading. And we're finally down below 100 in the bus. It's 98 in the bus. It's funny how it feels cool. There's the Merlot garage, and there's the moon. It's a half a moon. I guess we're gonna come back tomorrow.